Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Swami Jai Jagannath. Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Swami Jai Jagannath. Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Swami Jai Jagannath. Jai Baladeva, Jai Subhadra, Jai Baladeva, Jai Subhadra. Jai Baladeva, Jai Subhadra, Jai Baladeva, Jai Subhadra. Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Swami Jai Jagannath. Jai Baladeva, Jai Subhadra, Jai Baladeva, Jai Subhadra. Sudarshanadhari Prabhu Jagannath, Sudarshanadhari Prabhu Jagannath. Jagannath Swami Nayan Patgami Bhavatu me. Jagannath Swami Nayan Patgami Bhavatu me. राधे 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 जय राधा माधव श्री राधे जय राधा माधव श्री राधे जय नित्य गौरा सुंदर 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव जय जय जय
Jai Nitya Leela Vishnu Vishnupada Divine Grace Leela A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai ISKCON Samstapakacharya Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Nitya Leela Vishnu Vishnupada Divine Grace Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada Ki Ananda Gauri Vaishnavanda Ki Jai Sri Rup Sanatana Bhatragana Sri Jeev Gopala Das Ragana Sad Goswami Prabhu Ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Prem Se Kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Sadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Ki Sri Sri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopi Go Shama Kun Radha Kun Giri Govardhana Ki Brajabhumi Vrindavan Dham Ki Sri Navadip Maya Pradham Ki Sri Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Ganga Mai Jamuna Mai Ki Srimati Vrinda Devi Tulsi Maharani Ki Srimati Bhakti Devi Ki Sri Harinam Sankirtana Ki Sri Sri Radha Madhava Ki Sri Sri Nitai Gaur Sundar Ki Sri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani Ki Baltimore ISKCON Ki Jai Gaur Premanandi. All glories to the Samudavadi. All glories to the Samudavadi. All glories to the Samudavadi. All glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to you, Srila Prabhupada.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Prahlad Lad Daine. नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपद्ये तव करकमलवरे नखान् अद्भुतशृङ्गां ललिता हिरण्यकशिपो तनुभृङ्गा केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव निताय गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल
Hare Krishna. So welcome everyone to ISKCON Baltimore, the abode of Nitai Gaur Sundar, Jagannabale Subhadramai, Giri Govardhan, and most beautiful Shri Radha Madhav. Thank you all for coming on this Sunday feast. Really appreciate all of you. First, I'd like to thank you, Pujaris, for dressing the deities so beautifully. Loud Haribol for them, please. We'd like to thank you, our sponsors. Krishna bless you that, by your support, we're able to make the decoration so nicely, cook so nice prashadam, and feed so many people for this. Thank you all for you. The first is, like to thank you, Satish Agrawal, Raj Agrawal family. They take Vaishnava blessings. Are they here today? They're not here? Okay, loud Haribol for them, please. The next one is Murari Piyadasi, Martha Mangwa, for always supporting temple and helping out for that. So Martha, please come here. Martha Mataji. Yes, please. Thank you so much. She's been for like long time. She's bringing so much supplies for temple, always bhoga, everything. But she doesn't ask anything in return. She's a wonderful devotee. So I'd like to acknowledge her today. Loud Haribol for her, please. Hare Krishna. Om Namah Shivaya. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Martha, please take blessings. And the last one, Ravinder Sarkar and Papia Sarkar for Dwadashi sponsor for blessings. Are they here today? They're not there, but we can loud Haribol for them, please. Haribol. Thank you so much all for sponsoring. Really appreciate that. Before we announce the speaker, is anybody coming for the first time today? Hare Krishna. What's your name? I'm sorry? Mariana? Loud Haribol, Mariana, please. Haribol. And what's your name, Prabhu? Bilal? Loud Haribol for Bilal, please. Haribol, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for coming. Bilal, yes. Thank you so much. And we have a team who can take you around, show the temple at the end of the lecture, so they can show what wonderful activities you do. Also, lastly, this Saturday, we have a wonderful program. It's Chandan Yatra and Boat Festival for our deities. Haribo! So the program will start at 4:30. So please become. All deities will be on Chandan, and then we'll take them out on a wonderful boat festival right out in front of the temple. So if you have never seen that, it'll be a wonderful program to see. I know we in Vrindavan or Bombay, we do a wonderful boat yatra festival. So let's do it here also. Hare Krishna. So we are very blessed that we have a very, very special Brajvasi all the way from Vrindavan Dham. His Grace Deen Bandhu Prabhu Haribol! He's one of the most endeared and loving devotee all over the world. Not just because such a pure devotee, but it's all sense of humor, his loving relationship with devotees. And his wonderful, like just kathas are just mesmerizing. Just a short introduction for those who have been bereft of this wonderful devotee. More than 50 years he's in Krishna consciousness there. Meeting Prabhupada in 1970. Since then he carried very many roles. He was a temple president in Dallas, Texas, then Portland Temple. Opened the temple. Look at that. Opened Dallas Temple. Well, became president too by opening there. So then he moved to, in 80 he moved to Colombia and then learned Spanish and preached extensively there. Then as Radharani's mercy, he moved to Vrindavan in 84 and he preached extensively and then he became a Krishna Balaram temple president. And from that day onwards, the journey became, which is known all over the world, by taking devotees out to different rasasthalis of Radha and Krishna, showing them around, making wonderful kathas of them. And he's always so wonderfully accessible itself. I was very fortunate. I had Govardhan Parikrama Prabhuji. And when he went to Varsana, all the Brajvasi captured him and didn't let him go itself until we all gave a donation. That's the love and affection Prabhuji carries itself. One big accomplishment, seeing his purity, one Babaji, Baba Madhav Das, approached him in 1988 to take over. There's a place called Vrinda Kund to make the restoration project. And Prabhuji took to his heart and make a beautiful place there where Radharani's, Vrinda Devi's, the deities also is there, and there are beautiful ponds also. And one thing which really struck what he believes in nature itself. So there are very beautiful huts there, which is like all cow dung and everything, so nice and warm there, and cool in the night time, in the hot weather also. So if you haven't been there, please go to visit Vrindakund. It's a wonderful place, and Prabhuji has been actively taking care of that. So without taking too much time, His Grace Deen Bandhu Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Oh, there it is. Hare Krishna. So we're very ecstatic and very honored to be here again at the lotus feet of this most beautiful Sri Sri Nitai Gaur Sundar that Prabhupada deviated from his, wherever he was going, he said, no, we're going to, he saw a picture, he said, we're going there to see these beautiful deities. And to be at the lotus feet of Sri Sri Radha Madhav, and to be at the lotus feet of Jagannath Baladev and Subhadra Maharani, and to be here at the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada and with all the devotees of this Baltimore Yatra. It's a great ecstasy. Because I was here before and it was just a tiny little building. So now we're very happy. We were here before when this brand new temple was here. So we're very ecstatic to again be here. So with such beautiful Gaur Nitai, we'll start with a beautiful bhajan about Lord Chaitanya, Nityananda, and all the great acharyas. So I don't know if you have ability to put it on the screen. Otherwise, if you're having a signal on your device, first of all, put all your devices on silent, because these babies have a way of crying in the middle of the pravachan. And you can look for Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Kora More. It's a very wonderful song of Narottam Das Thakur. They're projecting? Is it there? Coming. Just now coming. The songs of Narottam Das, Srila Prabhupada relished very much. He used to sing all these songs. So seeing this beautiful Gaur Nitai, we were thinking of this song all afternoon. So yeah, mostly everybody knows. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Kora More, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu. Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Kora More. Toma bina ke dayalu jagat sansare. Patita pavana hetu Tava avatara Patita pav Mosamo patita Prabhu Napai beyara. Haha Prabhu Nityananda Premananda Shuki Mosamo Patina Kripa Balakana Koro Ami Baraduki Daya Koro Sitapati Advaita Gosai Tava kripa vole pai Chaitanya Nitai Haha Swarup Sanatana Rupa Raghunatha You Sri Jiva Prabhu Lokanatha Daya Koro Sri Acharya Prabhu Srinivasa Ramachandra Sangamange Narottama Dasa Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Kora More Toma Bina Kirayalu Jagata Sansare Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Kora More Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Kora More Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Ki. So this is a beautiful song by Narottam Das Thakur, a great acharya in our Vaishnava Sampradaya. And he says, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, Daya Kora More, that my dear Lord Chaitanya, please be merciful unto me. Toma bina ke dayalu jagata sansar. In this whole world, there's no one as merciful as you. And he says, Patita pavana hetu tava avatara. Hetu means reason, purpose. The purpose of your incarnation, your avatar, patita pavana. Patita is a small Sanskrit word. It means ourselves, fallen. Patit. And pavan means who purifies. So, patita pavana hetu tava avatar. Your reason, purpose of your incarnation is to save the most fallen. Mosamu patita Prabhu na paibe ara. And no matter where you look, you won't find anyone more fallen than me. So Prabhupada explains this, the secret meaning behind this is that since you appear to save the most fallen, there's no one more fallen than me, then I have priority basis. ASAP, you have to serve me first. Because this is the trick to get Lord Chaitanya's mercy. If I think that I'm a great devotee, I'm a great temple president, I'm a great lecturer, I'm a great collector, I'm a great donor, if we think I'm very great, we become very puffed up. And mercy is like water. Water always flows down. So if you become puffed up, then Mahaprabhu's mercy will go somewhere else. But if we keep ourselves very low and fallen, thinking of ourselves very low and fallen, then Mahaprabhu's mercy will come. Because wherever there's a hole, then the water comes down and fills up that hole. So we don't have any good qualities, but Mahaprabhu's mercy comes and makes up for all of that lack, all of that lacking. So this is the trick in this verse here. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Ki Jai, Sri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai, Hare Krishna. So today we're going to go to Vrindavan without ticket, without visa, no security check, no mask. First, I'd like to tell a very wonderful story of Prabhupada that I was thinking of this morning. It was one time, very, very, very old days. Prabhupada was in Calcutta with Jamuna. And one day, Prabhupada was very excited. He said, my sister's coming. This is before any of us knew Pishima. And Prabhupada was very excited. And he told Jamuna that you have to cook a very nice feast for her. You have to cook this and this and this and this, and you have to cook it like that and that and that. And Prabhupada went into the kitchen, and he cooked everything like this, this and this and this, like that and that and that, and she just helped. Prabhupada cooked the whole feast himself. Then Pishima came. and they had nice silver thalis and nice silver katoris, little bowls. And Jamuna brought everything in and set it before them. And Prabhupada was relishing this because his sister was initiated by Srila Bhaktisiddhanta also. She was his god sister also, not well as sister and god sister. I believe her name was Prabhavati. So, and they were talking like anything, because Bengalis, they can't digest without eating. Because I used to live in the Brahmachari ashram in Krishna Balaram Mandir. Next door was the Bengali pujaris. They come home at 9:30, 10 o'clock, and they sit down with all their Mahaprasad in their room and so Prabhupada was just talking, both of them, and they're chattering away in Bengali, and Prabhupada was eating so much, And how if you eat too much prasadam, you get a little, like, intoxicated, So Prabhupada was just completely in bliss. And at one point, Jamuna kept coming in and filling up all the katoris, And at one point she came in, and Prabhupada had stacked all of his katoris in the middle of his plate. He said, see, I'm a good boy. I have finished all my prasadam. And he took the last katori and he threw it at the bottom of the stack. The whole stack came crashing down. Jamuna said, oh, Swamiji, because this time was before Prabhupada, Oh, Swamiji, and what about your sister? Shall I give her something more? Now, Pisima, she doesn't know one word of English. And Prabhupada looked at her and said, she is so fat. If you give anything more to her, she will explode. And then he smiled at Pishima, and Pishima smiled back. She didn't understand a word. And Prabhupada said, when she was small, I used to climb on her back and pull her pigtails. And Prabhupada smiled, and Pishima smiled. So I was just remembering this wonderful Prabhupada pastime. I thought I'd share it with you. So after some time, Krishna, first they were in Gokul. After some time, so many demons came, so they moved to Nandagam. After they moved to Nandagam, well, in the beginning, Krishna was taking out the calves. So he was not Gopal, but he was Vatsapal. But after some time, he became a little older, so they gave the charge of taking out the cows. So taking care of the calves is near the village, but taking care of the cows is a little far away. And one of Krishna's favorite places for herding the cows was Ter Kadam. It's quite a ways from the village. And so he would go there with all his cowherd friends. And very, very beautiful place, even today. Now Vrindavan is becoming very crowded with big, big buildings and everything. It looks more like your Baltimore than Vrindavan. But anyway, you go to Terkadam, still it is very beautiful. You will hear the peacocks calling. Meow, meow. You can hear the kokila singing. And you'll see a monkey or two. You have to watch out. Sometimes we take prasad there, then we have to watch out for the monkeys. They'll come and grab off your plate. So anyway, Krishna would go there, and it's called Ter Kadam. There's used to be a very large kadamba tree there. And in Brishbhasa language, Ter means to give a call, bulana. So Krishna would see that of all the cowherd boys that come, if anybody was missing, he would go back up, he would climb up in the kadamba tree, and Krishna has a very special mobile phone. Just like you all have your mobile phone with, all 10 numbers all from 0 to 9, huh? So Krishna has his special mobile phone, only zeros, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And Krishna is our only hero. So he would play on his mobile phone, oh, Sudama, Madhamangal, Sridam, come here to the forest. We have to herd the cows, make some arrangement for play. And then all the cowherd boys who hadn't showed up yet, they would all call out. And even our Terkadam Baba, he has learned Russian. Idu, Idu, I'm coming. So then all the cowherd boys would come and they would be herding the cows and they'd be playing. It's a very beautiful place. So many beautiful dungar trees are there. They try to grow straight, just like here, everywhere we go. We see these big, tall trees going straight and straight. But in Braj, our trees, they try to grow straight, but they're melting in Krishna Prem, so they again come down. So when they go up and come down like that, it makes like a sort of a room. Very natural room. And then because the branches have come low, little creepers crawl up, and when the breeze blows, the sense of their flowers comes into the kunj. And we're very happy in our house if we have a nice wall-to-wall carpet, but Prabhu said just dust collector, just some synthetic plastic fiber. But in Krishna's kunj, before Radha and Krishna and the come, all the gopikas, sometimes they put madhavi flowers, sometimes malati flowers, sometimes juhi flowers, sometimes lotus petals, like that. This is the wall-to-wall carpet that Krishna has in his kunj. So when you come there, you'll see Baba, he has two little deities of Krishna and Balaram just in the kunj. And he has put 108 pillars with beams all around, because otherwise everybody would be sitting in different kunj. So we're sitting with Krishna and Balaram in a big, big kunj like this. Very beautiful place. So all the cowherd boys come, and some of them are, there's a nice kunda there, some of them are swimming, there's nice soft sand there, braj, dust of braj. The cowherd boys are dancing in the dust. Some of them are sitting in the kunj and chanting, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya. Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya. So like that, all these activities are going on. Then around noontime, because everybody hangs their lunch bags in the branches of the trees there, in the kunj, because this is Krishna's fridge. Because the trees, from their leaves, water evaporates, and evaporation causes a cooling effect. So they hang all of their lunch bags in the kunj. This is Krishna's fridge. So around noontime, they all come and get their lunch bags, but they can't eat without Krishna. They don't see him anywhere. Because Krishna, he's never hungry. Krishna's another name is Mitabuk. He never gets hunger. The devotees call with love for Krishna to come and take their offerings, so he becomes hungry, but he has no hunger. So all the cowherd boys, they don't have mobile phone, they have their own echo sound voice. And they all call out, "Oh Krishna! Oh Krishna! Come take your lunch! We're all hungry!" And Krishna calls out, "Idu, Idu, I'm coming." So Krishna comes and he sits in the middle of all the cowherd boys, and all the cowherd boys are around in different circles around him. And one amazing thing is, everyone sees, no matter whether this side, that side, back side, wherever cowherd boys are sitting, everyone sees that Krishna is looking at him and nobody else. Everyone sees that Krishna is looking at him and nobody else. So then they begin taking their lunch. And Madhamangal, he comes, he takes a bite of one laddu, and he says, "Oh, Lala, you should taste what nice laddu my mother Yasoda made." He offers his bitten laddu to Krishna. Do we learn like this in Bhakti Vriksha program? That we take bite and then offer to Krishna? This is Braja Prem. Very difficult to understand. Even Lord Brahma, when he saw this, the Krishna taking a bite of his laddu, giving to his friend taking a bite and giving to Krishna, he said, this is Bhagwan, or this is some Gwalka Banahui Bhagwan, some God made by the cows, by the cowherd boys. Even he got bewildered. But this is pure love. Because there's two types of Maya. One is Mahamaya, who takes us very far away from Krishna. Just like on our way here, we stopped in UK. In fact, we brought the weather from UK, from Vrindavan to UK, and UK weather to here. So we stopped in UK, and there used to be one fellow there named Stephen Hawking. And he wrote so many books how this Bhagwan is a nonsense thing. God is a useless thing. But that is Mahamaya. And Yogamaya, she pulls us closer to Krishna. And generally we think of Krishna, the Lord, with great awe and reverence. But that becomes impediment to a real intimate relationship. So that Yogamaya takes that awe and reverence out of our minds, and we just see Mother Yasoda's thinking that if I don't feed Krishna, he's going to get sick. Krishna's supplying food for the entire universe. But Mother Yasoda's thinking, if I don't feed him, Lala, he's going to get sick. And Madhu Mangal's thinking, oh, what's nice, Laddu mai miya me. Oh, Lala, you taste. So he's offering to Krishna. This is pure love. This is a Braja Prem that we're all anxious to enter into. By the mercy of Prabhupada, because in order to get Braja Prem, you have to become a follower of the residents of Braj. And we're very fortunate. We had the most dear resident of Braj. Because Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, he told that person who spreads this science of Bhagavad Gita all over the world, he's the most dear to me. Never will there be one more dear. So Prabhupada is so dear, and we're following Prabhupada. So this is our goal. So then Krishna is taking a bite. He says, oh yes, your mother, very nice laddu maker. So like this is going on. But Krishna is only half full. Because now he's going out far in the forest. Before they were near the village, so it was easy to get butter. He is always stealing butter. Actually, he wasn't stealing. The gopis every day, they're churning the butter and they're looking. They're thinking, hope when Lala will come to steal our butter. But now they're in the forest. There's no butter in the forest. It's only available in the village. So Krishna gets on his mobile phone again. Oh, Lalita, Visakha, Chitra, Champaka, we need some butter, quickly. So all the gopis, they call out, Idu, Idu, we're coming. And all the gopis get their butter and they run to the forest to Terkadam. But Krishna's somewhere in the forest, they can't see him, And so they have their saris pulled over their faces, When you go to Braj, you'll see all the villagers like that. So just like Banki Bihari Darsing, they're looking, where's Krishna? But they can't see him, he's in the forest somewhere. So they pull back their veils, and they call out, Oh Krishna! Oh Krishna! Come get your butter! Idu, I'm coming. So Krishna comes there, and he wants to take the butter, but there's no cup for that butter. They all brought their pots, but they didn't bring any cups. So if you see the kadamba tree, his leaf is shaped just like a hand, flat like this and like this. But for Krishna, they make donas, leaf cups like this. Still, even to this day, sometimes you'll find these leaf cups there on the kadamba tree. And Baba, he's kept a couple. He's dried them out and kept them in a little plastic bottle. If you ask Baba, he'll show you these little kadamba leaves that have turned into leaf cups. And with kadampat kadona dadapiye cham salona. Krishna is taking the butter in this kadam leaf cup. Very special. So about evening time, it's time for all the cows to come home. So Krishna, he climbs again in that kadamba tree. That's why it's called Terkadam, because Ter means bulana, calling. So he climbs in the kadamba tree and he plays his flute, and all the cows come running into Terkadam. That time of the day when the cows have to come home, we call that Goduli. Because the cows are all coming home, they're kicking up dust, duli, And that's making a big cloud in the sky, so that when we're doing that 4:30 artik, that's the time when all the cows come home. Let's go Duli. And Krishna has a special japa mala, just like we all have our tulsi mala. Biswanath Chakravarti Thakur explains Krishna has 108 jewel japa mala, 108 different jewels in his japa mala. And we're counting names of God. Krishna is counting names of cows, or actually leaders of cows. Because you may have heard, Nanda Baba, he has 9 lakhs of cows. You know what 1 lakh means? 100,000. Oh, no, there's a little way. 100,000, yes. So 9 lakhs means almost 1 megabyte. So they're divided into 4 main groups. The white cows, yellowish cows, black cows, and reddish cows. And those groups have 25 subdivisions. So 4 times 25? 100. Then there's one group of cows colored like chandan, like sandalwood. Another group of cows with little spots. Another group of cows with big spots. And another cow called Mridanga Mukhi, faced like a mridanga. I still want to see that cow. Another cow I'm not sure I want to see, Singamukhi, faced like a lion. And then there's cows with tilak on the forehead. There's cows with stars on the forehead. Like there's 8 special groups of cows, 108. So Krishna takes his jewel japamala and he touches the nose of each group leader and counts to see if all the 108 groups have come. When he sees if all the 108 groups have come, then he sees if all the cows have come. And he knows all of their names, because they have their names according to their colors. Just like in the white cows, one cow is called Davali. His Daval means white. But in Brishvasa, we don't like sharp letters like V. So we smooth it out into U, Doli. And then in Brishvasa, we move R's and L's around, so it becomes Dori. Instead of Davali, it's Dori. And Chandani, moonlight, Chandrika, moonbeam, Motika, pearl, and beautiful names like this. And then there's the yellowish cows. Pili, Pitambari, Pingali, and Gange, because Ganga is in the yellowish cows. Anybody's ever been to Prayag? Allahabad, Prague? If you haven't, you have to go. It's amazing. Because Ganga is coming this side, very beautiful golden color. And Jamuna is coming this side, very deep blue color. And at the Sangam, you can actually see the waters mixing. It's amazing. This year we had, was Mahakumbh. And we had a camp there. We set up with 3 different kitchens. And from each kitchen, we were distributing 30,000 plates of prasadam, 1 lakh of plates of prasadam per day. We have very wonderful. I didn't go. Now I'm too old and it's too cold. That's the first one I missed since 1989. I went to the first one. It's the first one I missed. A wonderful time. We have beautiful exhibitions, and we're taking our kirtan party through the whole Kumbh Kshetra, bathing everyone with the nectar of the holy name. Very wonderful program here. So Ganga, you can see coming golden complexion. So Gange, Giriraj Sutta, all these nice names are there for the yellowish cows. Then there's the black cows. We say Kali, but in Brishvasa it becomes Kari. Kari and Shamala, Shamalangi, Shamangi, Krishnangi, and Jamune, Kalindi, because Kalindi and Jamuna, they're in the blackish cows, because we just described Jamuna is very deep color. Then there's the reddish cows. Lali and Kumkumi, Sinduri, and Aruni, just like we sing sometimes, Udilo Aruna Purava Bhagi, when the eastern side becomes pink. So Aruni is there, and Saraswati, we don't see the Saraswati River anymore, but from Shastra we learned she was flowing in a reddish color. So Saraswati is in the reddish cows. And then we have Chandani, the Chandan-colored cows, and we have Mridangamukhi and Singamukhi, and with the stars Taravali, and then with Tilak, Tilakini, like this. Krishna knows all their names. So he sees any cow is missing, then he climbs back up into the Kadamba tree. And he calls that cow by her name. Now all the cows heard Krishna's flute. They know they're supposed to come. But some of the cows, they know one thing more. If they don't come, they're very intelligent, clever cows. If they don't come, then Krishna will climb in the Kandamba tree and call by your very own name, by their very own name, with his own lotus mouth. Can you imagine Krishna calling your name with his own lotus mouth? So they didn't come. So Krishna comes there, he's calling. Just imagine Krishna calling your name. Oh, Artabandhu, Brajabandhu, Nilamadav, Pradumna, and Damodari, and I don't know who else is here anyway. So, and cows, generally their ears are hanging like this. But as soon as they hear Krishna calling their name, their ears come like this, just to catch all that nectar. And when it fills up to the top, it doesn't leak out the top. The overflow comes from here. And then those cows come running with their feet backwards and forwards, and then together, and backwards and forwards, and then together. And milk bag is going ka-choong, ka-choong, ka-choong. And the cows are going, in this way, they all come running to Terkadam to go home with Krishna. So this is this beautiful place called Terkadamba. Another wonderful place is there in Terkadam, as we mentioned Prayag. On the western side of Nandagram Hill, because Nandagram is actually a hill. It's very interesting in Braj because generally you see it's totally flat. So to see a hill is very interesting. Here we're seeing hills everywhere. Wherever we go, we're seeing the hills up and down and up and down. But there's very flat. But there's three very special hills. One is Giriraj, who's actually incarnation of Vishnu, and Barsana is incarnation of Lord Brahma, and Nandagam we call Nandishwar Parvat. It's incarnation of Lord Shiva. Because he performed great penances and austerities in that place. And for thousands of years, not our years, demigod years. You know demigod years? Their one day is equal to 6 months, and their night is also 6 months. So those type of years, he was performing penances and austerities. Then Krishna came, he said, what benediction do you desire? And Lord Shiva said, I know that in end of Dwapar Yuga, you're going to perform your pastimes here. So I was hoping maybe I could become a stone. Then he thought maybe asking too much. Maybe a grain of dust. Then I could be able to see these pastimes. And Krishna said, why stone or dust? You become a hill. My Baba will build his palace on top of the hill. So Nanda Maharaj's palace is resting on top of the hill there. So on the western side, if you look down, when you go upstairs, you can look down, you'll see a big kund is there. When a kund becomes too big, then we call it a sarovar. So if you look down, you'll see you'll see a big red school building, and behind that building, by the way, is called Sri Krishna Chaitanya Inter-College. It was actually built by one of my godbrothers. He was staying with Ban Maharaj, and he asked him to help, and he went around and got donations of bricks and cement and everything, and they built this Sri Krishna Chaitanya Inter-College, still functioning. And just behind, there's this big kund. At that time, it was called Nanda Sarovar. Because Nanda Maharaj, he excavated this place for the pleasure of all the Brishbasis. Because when you go to Braj, it's not green like here. Everywhere we go, so green and so beautiful forest. Everything is sort of brown. It's very dry. So if you dig a kund, the people are very, very appreciative. Anybody makes a kund or arrangement for water, they're very, very happy. So Nanda Baba, he made, for the pleasure of all the Brishbasis, he dug this big sarovar, became known as Nanda Sarovar. And how it became Pavan Sarovar is a very interesting history. There's one time, Nanda Lala, he saw that Mother Yasoda was making all kinds of funny bhojan, all kinds of funny lunch. Not the regular rice, dal, chapati, and sabji. She was making all fried things, all things fried in ghee. Like little noodles we call save, and little crackers we call matri, and samosas, and puris, and pakoras, everything fried. So Lala came, he said, Are Maya, kis prakar ke bichitra bhojan banai aaj? What kind of funny bhojan are you making today, Maya? And Mother Yasoda said, Lala, your Baba's going on pilgrimage, Tirthayatra. So all these things are fried in ghee, they will last for a long time, and he will eat them along the way. Because still when we go to Bharat, we find out there's still some people there who won't eat anything cooked outside the house. Of course, it's becoming less and less, otherwise we wouldn't hear all the racket on the train, Kela, kela, banana, save, apple, save, apple, mango, mango, sandra, orange, sandre, orange, time pass ke liye peanut, garam singara, chai. But still we see some people, cultured people come, they bring their little tiffin and all the little fried things and they eat along the way. Acha Maya? And Baba, where is he going? Where is he going, Maya? Alright, Lala, I'm busy cooking. You go ask your Baba. I'm busy cooking. Because the little boys, they like to ask too many questions. All the mothers are laughing, they know. So you go ask your Baba. So he went, Baba, where are you going, Baba? Baba, where are you going? Lala, I'm going to Prayag. Acha, Baba, where is that? Where is that, Baba? Lala, that is a very sacred place where Ganga, Jamuna, and Saraswati join in Sangam. When two or more rivers join together, we call it Sangam. Just like some people here from Baltimore, some people from Delhi, some people from South India, some people from North India, and we've all joined together. And maybe somebody here from Russia. We have Russian devotees in our community? Not tonight, huh? Huh? Ukraine, all right, Ukrainskis, all right. And we've all joined together in Bhakta Sangam. Bhakta Sangam. Acha Baba, but Baba, today's very inauspicious day. You should go tomorrow. Because tomorrow is Akshay Tritiya. That's a very auspicious day to start your journey. So Nanda Baba, he said, okay, Lala, since you're telling, I will go tomorrow. You see on our Vaishnav calendar, somewhere around May and June, when Titi comes, Akshay Tritiya, beginning of Chandan Yatra. Just like you're going to have a Chandan Yatra festival here. Amazing. Acha. So Kshay means to diminish. So Akshay means always increasing. As soon as we put A on the front of any word, it becomes the opposite. Akshay. So people do Griya Pravesh on Akshay Tritiya because they want their first entrance into the house, because they want in their new house that their happiness will go on increasing. Akshay. And people open up their new store on Akshay Tritiya Day because everybody wants that his profit should be Akshay, ever increasing. Not like nowadays with the tariff, it's going down and down. And people, in fact, if you want to come to see the festival in Nandagam, you have to book your taxi well in advance, because all the taxis will be booked for shadi, for weddings. Because it's such an auspicious tithi that even without consulting the astrologer, you can do your wedding on Akshay Tritiya. So auspicious. Because everybody wants that should also be Akshay, happily ever after. And to start journey, it is a very, very special day. Just like one time, after 9 years, the government told me, look, how long, there was a 1-year visa, how many times can we go on extending? You go out and get another visa. So I started my journey on Akshay Tritiya Day. I hitchhiked around the world and came back right on the first day of Kartik with 5-year visa. So it's a very auspicious day to start your journey also. I have practical proof. So Nanda Baba said, okay, Lala, I will go tomorrow. So then next day, Nanda Baba, like every day, he would go down to Pavan Sarovar, Nanda Sarovar, and take his bath before Mangalarti, just like all of us. And so he went down to take his bath in Nanda Sarovar, and he saw this great big personality there, bathing in the kund and rolling in the dust and laughing. Oh, ho, 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 ha, 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 ha. Then rolling in the dust and bathing in the Sarovar and laughing, ah, ha, ha, ha. And Nanda Baba went by him and said, Maharaj, who are you? He said, Baba, I'm Prayag. Acha? But we don't have any Prag who lives around here. Prag? Koi Prag yahan no reti nahi? Are Baba, not from here. I'm Prayag Raj, king of all the tears, where Ganga, Jamuna, and Saraswati join in Sangam. Acha? Is it? And Maharaj, why have you come here? Are Baba, all year long, everybody coming and putting their pop on me. You know pop, Coca-Cola, 7-Up. No, pop means sin. Everybody coming and putting their pop on me. One day in this year, on this Akshay Tritiya day, I roll in this dust of Braj, I bathe in this Sarovar, and I become Pavana, purified. Acha? Is it? Then Nanda Baba looked, he saw so many beautiful ladies taking bath on the other side of the Sarovar. Very beautiful ladies, not like Nandagam ladies. Nandagam ladies also beautiful, this was different type of beauty. Just like we see the North Indian ladies have different type of beauty, and the South Indian ladies had different type of beauty, and they put flowers all in their braid, and the Manipuri ladies have different type of beauty, and like that, different type of beauty. And very, very beautiful saris. Not like Nandagam saris. Nandagam saris also beautiful, but this was different beauty, with silver threads going like this, and golden threads going like this. So Nanda Maharaj, he went there, and he said, ladies, who are you? And everybody said, I'm Ganga, Saraswati, Jamuna, Godavari, Saraswati, Jhelum, all the sacred rivers personified were there taking bath. Acha, is it? And ladies, why have you come here? And hey, Baba, all year long everybody puts their pop on us. One day in the year we come, we roll in this dust, we bathe in this Sarovar, and we become Pavana, purified. Acha, is it? So then Nanda Baba, he took his bath. He went back upstairs to Nandagam. By that time, Lala had woken up, and he came, Baba, Baba, now you're going, Baba, Baba, now you're going. Are Lala, now I'm not going. Abhi nahi jaunga. Why, Baba? Why, Baba? Are Lala, all the places I wanted to go, they all came here today to take bath. Kyon kastu taki wahan jaye? Why should I take trouble to go there? So therefore, we don't go to Kumbh Mela to take bath. Because even Prayagraj comes to our Nandagram and takes bath in Pavan Sarovar. Because of that, it became known as Pavan Sarovar. So we didn't go to Kumbh Mela to take bath. We went there to bathe everyone with the real nectar, the nectar of the holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So that Sarovar became known as Pavan Sarovar. And anybody who takes some of this water on his head, he also becomes Pavan, purified. So this is a very, very beautiful place in Nandagam. And huge Sarovar. We saw it several years ago. One NRI devotee from Qatar, he came there and he had them pump out all the water, and they took out all, because it was even from the road you could smell. It smelled so bad. Even when you would park on the road and you have to go in a little ways, we could smell it. But he pumped out all the water and he cleaned out all the black mud, and we saw, you can't believe how deep it is. Pavan Sarovar, way down. And then he fixed all the ghats and made everything very nice. And somehow or other, I guess Krishna was pleased by that, because that year we had such a nice rain. Not a big stormy rain, but just, sink into the ground rain every day, not big heavy downpours, but nice rain every day, nice rain, nice rain. Even all the way up, usually by end of July it stops, but all the way up to August and into September it was raining. Very nice rain was coming in. We had nice harvest that day, and the Kund was the Sarovar was completely filled up again. I think it was 2003 or something like that. So this is Pavan Sarovar. So on the other side, that's the western side. On the eastern side of Pavan Sarovar is Yasoda Kund. Completely on the eastern side of Nandagaram town, there's a beautiful kund called Yasoda Kund. The government has also fixed that up. And somebody from Ghaziabad has built a beautiful temple there. There was just a broken down little place, and somebody's made a beautiful temple there. And that's where Mother Yasoda sits, and she does her puja and everything, and she washes the clothes, and and Lala comes there, and he goes far in the forest, and she says, Dur kelan majao, lalvan hawai hai. That Lala, don't go far in the forest. Otherwise, the how is going to get you. And Krishna says, what is this how? Just like we say boogeyman. We tell the kids you be good or the boogeyman will get you. How is going to get you? What is this how? I never seen it anyhow. And Mother Yasoda said, he's big and black and furry. He has great big eyes and a long black nose and very sharp claws and a big mouth, and he'll come here and eat you up. So Lala was frightened, so he played nearby with his friends. But since we know that little boys have such long memories, again he started going far in the forest. And Mother Yasoda, Dur kelan majao, lalvan hawai. Don't go far in the forest, the how is going to get you. What is this how? I never seen it anyhow. And Mother Yasoda gave the same description. It said she's going to eat you up. So he again played close. Again, he started going into the forest. Too far, she can't see him. She called out, Lala, don't go far in the forest. How is going to get you? He said, what is this how? And Mother Yasoda says, big and black and furry. Jai, Sisi Gornitai, Sisi Radhamada, Sri Jagannath Baladev, Subhadra, and Giriraj. He's much bigger than you, and he has big yellow eyes to see you with, and a long black nose to smell you with. And he has very long, sharp claws to catch you with. And his mouth is so big with sharp teeth, and he'll eat you up in one bite. And Lala said, Arimai, I never seen it anyhow. Jamuna tatpe denu chirai, tene deko hai, cow. Denu means cow. I took my cows all along the bank of Jamuna. I never saw anyhow. Kaliyada be Patal Mami nak deko how. I jumped in that Kali lake, went all the way to Patalaloka. There I didn't see anyhow. You're just making stories to frighten me. Maya, no such thing as how. You're just making stories to frighten me. And Mother Yasoda's eyes got very big. And she said, "But don't look now, but here comes one." And Mother Yasoda began to run, and Krishna began to run, and Baladev began to run, and Sridham began to run, and Raktak began to run, and Madhumangal began to run, and Sudam began to run, and all Stoka Krishna began to run. All the cowherd boys are running behind Mother Yasoda back to Nandagam. And just so happened, Mother Yasoda was very clever. It was time for lunch. Just time for lunch. And they sat with Nanda Baba. Krishna and Balaram sat on either side of Nanda Baba and told him between bites and between breaths, "Baba, we just missed by this much getting eaten by a cow." So this place, just on the side of Yasoda Kund, there's a place called Hao Bilao. And still they have all the nice ones somebody stole because they can take them here to the west and sell them, but for a big price. So, but there's some broken ones there. And I asked one boy, "You ever see a how?" He said, "Oh, pile bote." Before we saw so many. So these are some of the wonderful pastimes of Krishna. So we should, it's 6 o'clock, so we should leave a little time for questions, I think, if anybody has any questions. Any questions? Everybody fell asleep in my class.
Roji, I have one question. Like, it's you devotees go all over the place, different, like, it's just like your Sangam. But like Radha Kund has all the tirthas in there. So if somebody goes to Radha Kund, will that be equivalent to go to Sangam and everywhere, or like?
Of course, Radha Kund is the most sacred place in the universe. Any other question? Somebody send back the mic over there. I guess he's not.
She said, if you go now, Vrindavan is with a lot of buildings, everything. So when we go there now, how can we really cherish the real Vrindavan?
Well, I always think, because we just celebrated the 50th anniversary of our Krishna Balaram temple. Very wonderful festival. So many Prabhupada disciples came. It was just so wonderful. And we had an amazing festival. And I remember when we inaugurated Krishna Balaram temple 50 years ago, all the local people asked Prabhupada, "Why did you build your temple out there? Who will go there?" So sometimes I'm standing in a courtyard, and people are pushing me this way and that way. I just see Prabhupada up there in Golok laughing. So Prabhupada got the last laugh. Now if you come in Kartik, you can't even get inside. You can't even get in the temple to come for Mangalarti. And not just our devotees, it's become the fashion in Vrindavan. And if you're in Vrindavan overnight, then at 4:30 in the morning you have to come to ISKCON to see the Mangalarti. Luckily for us Holsters, they rope off the front, so we can go back and forth between the three altars. But it's just become the fashion now that wherever you're staying, you come at 4:30 in the morning. 4:30 in the morning they come. So, and still, like I said, Terkadam, so many nice places are there where you can still feel the old bhava of Vrindavan. But I just think Prabhupada put Vrindavan on the map. When I joined Vrindavan temple, used to tell people that I'm living in Vrindavan. And people say, "Oh, you mean Vrindavan Gardens in Mysore?" I said, No, Vrindavan in Mathura. "Oh, Madurai." No, not Madurai, Mathura. Now it's on the map. Everybody knows Vrindavan. Prabhupada made it famous. So I just feel happy that even though it's a little bit crowded and this and that, but there's still many nice places you can go. And it's just so amazing. Every day, we're in the Google group, so we get the morning announcements every day, 1,500 books were distributed, 2,000 books were distributed. Yesterday, 16,000 plates of prasadam were distributed, What to speak of in the temple? At the temple, we have, 6,000 or 7,000 every day, but just to the outsiders, we serve out, some nice prasad, 16,000 leaf cups of prasadam, it's amazing what Prabhupada has done. That's how to keep the bhav. Just think of Prabhupada laughing in Goloka. And come with the idea of not enjoying, but to serve. Just like there was one lady, she used to live, she's from Mauritius, but somehow she was living in Toronto. I don't know how anybody could from Mauritius could go live in Toronto, but anyway, she always used to come and Prikama with me, and all her favorite temples, she would give them a little box of kesher, what do you say, saffron. She would do service in all the temples, and she'd always, help the ladies in Krishna Balaram Mandir, stringing the garlands. She'd always do service. Now she's living in Vrindavan. She'll come with the attitude of service. Yeah, if anybody has some carob powder, they really like to make nice sweets for Krishna Balaram, carob sandesh and everything. So we need some carob powder if anybody wants to do some service for Vrindavan.
Prabhuji, what's so special about Tatiyasthan?
Tatiyasthan, those sadhus are very, very renounced sadhus. They're a branch of Nimbarka Sampradaya. And although they have all respect for Srimad Bhagavatam and they put it on their head, they only study their Brijbhasa Shastras left by their acharyas. And you have to live in Vrindavan for 40 years before you know where these people are starting off. And they have kept a huge ashram and protected it, left all the trees as it is. A tree was growing toward the building. Instead of cutting off the branch of the tree, they broke the building so the tree could go like that. And outside the temple is all soft Jamuna sand. And no artificial light, only they use ghee lamps inside the temple. And you'll see, some places the building was broken so the tree could grow. And they left a very beautiful natural place. It's a very, very peaceful place. But they're a very renounced branch of the Nimbarka Sampradaya. And they have a special, their version of the Mahamantra. Radhe Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Sham, 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 Radhe Radhe. And my older godbrothers, they heard this song. They went to Prabhupada and said, Prabhupada, yes, this is bona fide. This is the Mahamantra of the Nimbarka Sampradaya. But because Lord Chaitanya has chanted, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. It has got special potency, so we chant this Hare Krishna mantra.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Can you say something about Sanket Leela? Sanket.
Sanket, well, as you can figure out, Sanket means signal. And it happens to be just right in between Nandagam and Barsana. So there, the gopis, they send signals back and forth that where the leelas are going to be that evening. Sometimes by rainbows in the sky, sometimes by sending smoke signals. So many different ways they send signals back and forth. So the place became known as Sanket. And Gopal Bhatta Goswami has a bhajan kutir there. Very sweet little bhajan kutir is there. Now, one sadhu has made a big temple there. What is it? Sanket? No, Sanket Bihari is already there. Maybe it's another Sanket Bihari. I can't remember now. Since COVID, my brain is funny. I can't remember silly things that I should know. Well, Prem Bihari is in Prem Sarovar. No. Oh, Radharaman is there. He was very old, more than 500-year-old deity, and they stole it one time. And Ramesh Baba told, you will find it. You will find him. And somehow they caught some guy in Rajasthan who had stolen the deity. So there's a beautiful Radharaman temple there.
It's not the same as the Vrindavan.
No, this is different. This is old. That one's very old. That's 500 years old. This one is almost as old. A very nice place. And then there's a Sanket Bihari temple there. And the devotees there have, they're all Gaudiya Vaishnavas. They made so beautiful Radha Sanket Bihari. You'd just be astonished when you see the beauty of these deities. Yes?
Thank you, Maharaj, for sharing these beautiful pastimes. You mentioned Tirthadam.
Mm.
When we go to Tirthadam, they serve this most amazing kheer prasad,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a leela behind it.
Yeah.
Can you share that?
Okay. One time, because Tirkadam is also that, well, we told the 5,000, or the Nitya Leela, that's eternally, it's still going on today for those who have eyes to see. But 500 years ago's Leela is a little different. Rupa Goswami was sitting there doing his bhajan in that place and writing different scriptures. Just like we know that he started Vidagdha Madhav in Puri, in Orissa. Because there's a story how he came to a place called Satyabhamapur, where the Satyabhama's temple is there. I've been to that place, just outside of Cuttack. And Satyabhama appeared to him in a dream and said, don't take Krishna out of Vrindavan. You write a separate drama for Vrindavan and a separate drama for Dwarka. So Vidagdha Madhav, since that's V and Vrindavan is V, so Vidagdha Madhav is Vrindavan pastime, Lalita Madhav is Dwarka pastimes. So he started it in Orissa, but the Mahants there, they tell us that he finished writing those two dramas in Tirkadam. And Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Nectar of Devotion, if you see the Sanskrit, in the very end, he writes that on it is such and such day of such and such month, such and such half of such and such month, and I'm sitting under a Kadamba tree and finishing this Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So most acharyas concur that he finished Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu at Tirkadam. So that he was writing many scriptures. And one day he was thinking that my brother, Sanatana Goswami, he's at Pavan Sarovar. Pavan, you also find the Bhajan Kutir of Sanatana Goswami there. And I'd like to give him something nice. He's my older brother, I should give him something nice. But if you go to Tirkadam even today, you see it's just out in the middle of the fields, nothing around. There's no Govinda's restaurant, MBT restaurant, Murliwala restaurant. There's nothing, we can imagine how 5,000 years ago, a completely desolate place. So where he's going to find something nice. But he was thinking like that within his heart. And all of a sudden, some beautiful gopi girl appeared with a pot of sweet rice. And she said, Baba, Baba, there was a wedding today in the village, and my mata told me there was some kheer left over, so my mata said, go take this to some Baba doing bhajan in the forest. So you please take this sweet rice. So she handed that pot to him. Now, in Bharat, at least used to be anyway, the girls are very, 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 very shy. So she's all alone in the forest. Some strange Baba is there. She just put that pot in his hand and ding, 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 ding. She ran back to Nandagam. Then Rupa Goswami, he looked at this sweet rice. We think we put some cashew and some kishmish and some kesher and we think we have nice sweet rice. But the Brishbazis, when they want to make nice sweet rice, they have so many things. They put makhana and not just kesher, but also little seeds called chironji, and they make very, very opulent sweet rice. He saw this is very, very opulent sweet rice. So with great joy in his heart, he ran to Pavan Sarovar to Sanatana Goswami's bhajan kutir. And he said, "Oh, Brata, I brought some nice sweet rice for you." And he looked at the sweet rice. He saw very, very opulent sweet. Where does he get such opulent sweet rice? He's out there in the middle of the forest and nothing there. Where you got the sweet rice? Oh, one very beautiful gopi girl came. Because even though he's not attracted to anything material, somehow when he saw this little girl, he was so attracted by her beauty. So beautiful, soft, golden color. And she said there was a wedding today and the sweet rice was left over. Wedding today? Sanatana Goswami, we read, Dira, Dira. They were dear to the gentle people and the ungentle people. Dacoits. Huh? Everybody was dear to Sanatana Goswami. Wherever he went in Braj, as soon as he come to some village, the little children would run outside the village and they'd touch his feet. And so, uncle, why did you stay away for so long? Those who were equal age, they would come and embrace him. Oh, my dear brother, where have you been? The older people would pat him on the head. Oh, my son, beta, kahanta, where have you been? And he would sit with all the villagers. And he would hear all of their nonsense talk. Our Raghunath Das Goswami says, I don't want to go to Vaikuntha where the pure devotees are there. I don't want to go and hear their wonderful talks about Krishna. I just want that the Brishbasis come and pour their nonsense talk in my ear, but I will not move one step outside of this Braj. So Sanatana Goswami would hear all the talk that so-and-so died, so-and-so got married, so-and-so had a child, so-and-so built his new house, so-and-so. He would give them advice that last year you planted this crop, so this year you should plant that. And then at evening there would be Harikatha and Kirtan. And then it would leave, the elders would come, oh, Baba, why are you leaving? They'd pat him on the head. Those are equal, embrace him. The little children would come, oh, uncle, why are you going? He would walk out of the village, everybody would follow him. Then he'd bring them back to the village. With great difficulty, he'd go to the next village. So he knows everything. Marriage? There's no marriage in Nandagam today. What did this girl look like? Whose daughter was her? I don't know. I never saw her before. She was very soft, golden color, and she had beautiful lotus petal eyes and beautiful black hair. And Sanatana Goswami got some doubt. He took some of that sweet rice, and as soon as he tasted it, his whole body began to shiver. Tears came from his eyes. His whole body was trembling. His hairs were standing on end, and goosebumps were there. Romanch ho gaya. And then they both realized, oh, that must have been Radharani. We're chanting Hare Krishna, that Radha and Krishna let us serve you, and we've taken service from Radharani. And mixed with their tears, they ate this sweet rice. If you go there to Terkadam, you'll see, it used to be a painting. Now somebody has carved the whole scene. The little gopi girl coming with the pot of sweet rice, Rupa Goswami writing his books under the tree, peacock is there, and so many things, tree is there. Out of marble, they made a huge marble bas-relief of the whole Leela there. And every day, there's a girl in the village, her name is Radha, and every day she makes kheer for Tirkadam Baba. She brings it every day for him to offer to Rupa Goswami and Krishna Balaram and Rupa Goswami. Okay. So we have with us our latest book, Braj Leela Part 3, Giriraj, the King of Mountains. And my other two books are out of print, but they're available on Amazon. They have maybe 12 pictures in them. But since everybody loves Artabandhu Prabhu, Arjun Bhattacharya, his photographs, so we decided to make it a picture book. So there's 284 color photos. Anyway. 32 paintings. We had to get special permission from BBT to use them. And 530 pages of nectar. anyway, and we researched for several years, trying to find all the places, because everybody does Olympics. They go to Govardhan, they run around, they say maybe Kusum Sarovar and Govindakund and Radhakund, but there's so many places and so many wonderful paths. 1/3 of the book is just Radhakund, so many wonderful places in Radhakund. And we consulted Braj Bhakti Vilas by Narayan Bhatta Goswami, and he gives the pranam mantras and achman mantras for places that nobody knows where they are. Even in 500 years, so many places have been lost. So now we have a visual record. Whatever is known, it's in this book. And we're just asking a small donation of $25 for this book. And you don't have to have cash. We can accept credit cards, and we have QR codes and whatever. Anyway, anyhow, you can obtain this book. Hare Krishna. And I'm here tonight to sign it if anybody wants a copy.
Prabhuji worked for 7 years researching on Govardhan to publish this one.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Deena Prabhu. What a wonderful lecture. Prabhuji took us to all the way to Vrindavan. You can imagine the love and affection he has and what stories he shares, that if you just contemplate on that. And his books are mesmerizing. I read the first Braj Leela, this book. Just amazing, very simple. Prabhuji's lectures are interpreted in there, and such deep thoughts and realizations are there. So I think if you don't have it, you should have all the books. Even Amazon, go to there, start with part 1. It's very systematic and very beautiful. But this book is really treasure house with Prabhuji's wonderful pictures, actually. And they are very limited copies. So we first come some verses. You have to make a quick line and take the books before they go away. Thank you so much. We'll prashadam downstairs. Thank you so much, Deena Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
We have kirtan for 5 minutes?
Yes, we can keep it. Absolutely.
Okay, we'll have kirtan for 5 minutes. And you're all tired of sitting, so you can stand up, because this is dancing music. You won't be able to sit anyway as soon as you hear this music. And where's our mridanga player? We're going to give you a workout today. Jai Jai Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jai Jai Sri Vrindavana Dham. Jai Jai Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jai Jai Sri Vrindavana Dham. Jai Jai Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jai Jai Sri Vrindavana Dham. Jai Jai Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jai Jai Sri Vrindavana Dham. Pavana Radhe Tero Nam, Pavana Sri Vrindavana Dham. Pavana Radhe Tero Nam, Pavana Sri Vrindavana Dham. Jai Jai Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jai Jai Sri Vrindavana Dham. Jai Jai Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jai Jai Sri Vrindavana Dham. Jai Jai Gopi, Jai Jai Gwal, Jai Jai Sada Bihari Lal. Jai Gopi, Jai Jai Gwal, Jai Jai Sada Bihari. Jai Jai Gopi, Jai Jai Gwal, Jai Jai Sada Bihari Lal. Jai Jai Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jai Jai Sri Vrindavan Dham. Jai Jai Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jai Jai Sri Vrindavan Dham. Govinda Govinda gaoge, prema padarata paoge. Govinda gaoge, prema padarata paoge. Govinda Govinda gaoge, prema padarata paoge. Jai Jai Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jai Jai Sri Vrindavan Dham. Jai Jai Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jai Jai Sri Vrindavan Dham. कुंड कुंड में क्षणमृत ले अपन जीवन सफल करे कुंड कुंड में क्षणमृत ले अपन जीवन सफल करे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bol. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bol. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Haribol. Haribol, 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 Gaur Haribol. Nitai Gaur Haribol, 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 Gaur Haribol. Nitai Gaur Haribol, 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 Gaur Haribol. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Sri Brajabhumi Vrindavan Dham ki, revealer of the holy Dham, Srila Prabhupada ki. Jai Jai Sri Shah. Aap sab log ki. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So, devotees, Prashadam is going to get finished. Please come faster if you want a Prashadam. Those who want to take books, they can have the books stay here for that. Hare Krishna.